Who do you want to be? A lot of us in this generation are directionless. We don't have a vision of ourselves who we want to be. We don't have a person who we want to achieve in ourselves. And overall, this leads us to being blind in our future actions. This leads us to being blind in who we want to be, the person we want to be. And it's important for us to ask, who do we truly want to be? What person do I want to be? What person do I want to achieve? What actual version of myself do I want to get to? Because without that, we're not going to do actions in order to better ourselves into that situation. If we don't have this version and this person of who we want to be, we're not going to better our situation. We're not going to try to strive to who we want to be, the person we want to be. And that leads us to kind of being directionless in a sense, because we don't know where we're going. Therefore, we're not going to do the actions to get to that person. And it could be anything. It could literally be anything. If you want to be, let's say you want to build a following online. How are you going to build a following online? How are you going to do that? You're going to have to make content every day. You're going to have to make engaging content. And you're going to have to get better and better and better over time. And it may take a little while to build that. But you have to understand that vision that you see yourself at. And when you understand that vision, work backwards. Understand that if you could retract the steps to what will get you there and you implement the steps, you're going to be able to achieve that over a period of time, over a long period of time. You're going to be able to achieve that goal, and you're going to be able to achieve who you want to be. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. But if we don't have this vision of who we see ourselves as, if we don't have this vision of this person who's in shape when we're out of shape, how are we going to better ourselves into that situation? How are we going to better ourselves in that further image of ourselves? What are we going to do on a daily basis to better ourselves? We're not going to try, are we? We're not going to try, and therefore we're not even going to get close to who we want to be. And we're not going to be close to the person we want to achieve. Because at the end of the day, that vision of yourself, that version of yourself that you view yourself as, is what allows you to keep striving on the days when you don't want to do it. That person that you see yourself as allows you to literally strive towards on the days when you don't want to do it. For example, today, I wake up and the usual spot I want to do a video in, there's people there. The other spot that I do a video in, there's people there. And I got work in a bit. I could use that as every excuse not to do it. But I see myself in this light in the future, as long as I'm consistent, as long as I keep it up, that I want to be it. Therefore, I have to do these actions today to better me. I have to keep the momentum going of this channel. I have to keep the momentum going in myself to better me. And I'm going to go to the gym in a minute as well. I have to keep this momentum going in order to better my situation, better me as a person. And that's all stemming from that vision of myself in the future. That's all stemming from that vision of myself that I see myself as. And that's a beautiful thing in a sense, when you view yourself from that perspective. That's really beautiful when you view yourself from that perspective, because when you view yourself from that perspective, it allows you to get up out of bed to work towards something. Because if you can't get up out of bed to work towards a goal, work towards something, you're going to hold yourself back. You're going to hold yourself and you're not going to get up because you don't have a reason big enough to get up. You don't have a reason big enough to try, to strive, to go towards goals. And that's going to literally lead to a empty life in a sense. When you don't have anything to strive towards, anything that gets you excited to go for and achieve, even if you don't necessarily believe in yourself 100%, but you keep trying and you start believing in yourself more, that is a sensational thing for you. Because that is what's going to keep you going and keep you in that vision of trying to be the best version of yourself. That's going to be essential for you growing as a person. If you are literally 100 pounds out of shape, let's say you're 300 pounds at this moment, and you want to get down to 180 pounds with a bit of muscle, with a bit of ab definition, whatever. You need to envision yourself as that goal first, and then work towards it, and then understand, oh, what do I need to do to get to that goal? What do I need to do to better me? What do I do to get to that position that I want to be in? But if you view it from the mindset of, I don't feel like it today, and you forget about that vision of yourself in the future, you forget about that person you want to be in the future, that's going to absolutely crush you in a sense, because you're not going to try to go towards that goal, try to go towards that vision. And overall, that's what my life's been. I've had people who's doubted me. I've had people who's said shit to me, said shit about me that I didn't necessarily feel was me. And without my own vision of the future, without my own vision of myself, even on a body level, on a physical level, with my body transformation, I wouldn't have tried. With this YouTube channel, we're coming up to 400 subs now. I wouldn't have tried. I wouldn't have tried because I wouldn't have seen myself in that vision of getting better, of building something. And overall, this wouldn't help me. And that's the message in this video. Have a vision of who you want to be. Understand who you truly want to be, where you want to be, the person you actually truly want to be, because that's going to have the effect on you. That's going to have a positive effect on you. That's what's going to make a big difference on you as a person. But if you don't have a vision, and if you don't have something to keep you going and going and going, and keep you striving on the days when you have no motivation, keep you striving on the days when you don't want to do it, keep you striving on the days when you don't feel like it, you're not going to get up and do it. And you're not going to achieve that version of yourself. And you're not going to achieve who you want to be. And you're not even going to get close to that. But whereas if you've got that desire to be that person, when you've got that desire to be that person of yourself that is truly, truly better. I'm trying to spit this thing off, but I couldn't even get off. When you have that vision of yourself that is truly better and who you want to be, and literally who you want to actually be, and that gets you up in the day, that gets you up in the morning, that keeps you after work working on it, that keeps you getting up in the morning working towards something, getting to the gym, filming videos, whatever it is, working on your business. That's the true effect, and that's the true positive thing. But if you don't have a vision of yourself, if you don't have a vision of who you can be, if you don't have a vision of literal the person you can be, that's going to hold you back in yourself, and that's going to take you back from who you want to be. And you're not going to try on the days when you don't feel 100% like it then. You're not going to try on the days when you don't truly feel like you can do it on that day, when you don't have 100% motivation. And that's going to hold you back and keep you in that position where you're trapped in yourself, and you're not better in yourself, you're not getting better, you're not doing what you want for yourself, and that's going to hold you back. That's going to truly hold you back. But whereas if you keep trying and trying, and if you have a vision that's so clear in your head, a vision that you want to achieve so bad, you are going to keep trying and trying on the days when you don't feel like it. You're going to keep trying and trying on the days when you literally can't see a way through. Let's say a day you're not motivated. Let's say a day, my arm's getting tired. Let's say a day that you're not motivated. Let's say there's days when you're not motivated. That vision is what's going to have to keep you going. That vision is what's going to have to keep you trying and trying and striving and striving. And that want to be better, that want to be the person who you want to be, is going to have the true effect on you. But if you just focus on the negatives on that day and focus on the reasons for you not to, I don't feel like it, I don't feel good, I don't feel all these things, you're going to hold yourself in that. You're going to hold yourself in that, and you're going to hold yourself back. But if you feel it from the perspective of, I need to achieve this goal because I want to be this person, there's so many benefits of me doing this. I feel better, I feel happier with myself, I look better, I'll be a better version of myself, I'll be more grateful of myself. And you view it from that perspective. The positive sides of you doing it, you're going to get up and you're going to do it. And it's almost reminding yourself of that vision, reminding yourself of who you can be, reminding yourself of that person you want to be. That's what keeps you going on the days when you don't want to do it. That's what keeps you going on the days where you feel like, oh, I feel tired, or I was at work all yesterday and the day before and the day before, and I can't be bothered, or I feel stressed, I feel tired. That's what keeps you in that vision. That's what keeps you in that place. That's what keeps you going, and that's what keeps it going for me. And that's the message in this video. Have a vision of yourself who you want to be. Have a vision of yourself who you want to be, and visualize yourself as that version, and understand what you have to do to get to that position, and start acting and acting and acting. And that's going to have the true positive effect on you. And use that on the days when you have not as much motivation. Use that to better you, and use that to keep you striving. So I hope you all got a lot of value in this video. Like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for all the love recently. Thank you.